Hello, everyone. This is truly Julie Carroll, and I want to thank you for being here. I truly do appreciate you. This is going to be a collective read for Capricorn. And Capricorn, I want to thank you once again to being here. And it's been a while since I've been on. I've had some medical issues that I had to take care of for about 4 months. And yeah, so I really am grateful to be here with you all. Capricorn, what I'm doing tonight, I'm working with the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle deck. And I use this deck for myself. It's a great tool to use. And so now I'm using it for the collective. And we'll just see what comes through on your journey, what you need to hear at this time, or what you don't need to hear, or whatever that may be for you. But yeah, we're going to dive into a 4-card spread. And then when I started this reading, or when I was sitting with your energy, Capricorn, what I was receiving was what I got from the angels to tell you is there's endless and endless of possibilities. There is endless amount of possibilities, Capricorn. And I also received angel number 879. So let's dive in and see what that message is for you tonight. All right. We got tap in. Receive wisdom. Your intuition needs development, as your angels are sending you spiritual downloads now more than ever. Prioritize your connection to the divine. Prioritize your connection to the divine, Capricorn. If that means that you need to go outside, sit on your porch, or whatever that may be, turn everything off and just listen, being outside, listening, tapping in. All right. Thank you, Spirit. So let's dive into the cards now. And the first question my intention was, what animal spirit is a guide, is helping support you at this time? So what animal spirit is supporting you at this time, Capricorn? Show me clearly. Show me clearly. Tapping in. Sometimes we forget about those times where we're so busy with things and trying to get things done that we just don't sit still long enough to be at, just to check in, tap in, right? So the animal spirit that is supporting you at this time is the cheetah. The cheetah, which is a fire element. Let's see. We have solar force, action, achievement, masculine energy. The cheetah is the epitome of the solar forces at work. The sun doesn't shine onto the cheetah. It shines from from inside this great creature and expands outward to brighten the universe. The energy within a cheetah personality is palpable to others, and they naturally attract an audience to bear witness to their remarkable achievements. Purpose and passion are the best fuel for a cheetah's forward momentum. So if you're lacking in those areas, reconnect to the why before you start running. So when the cheetah is in balance, achieves anything, and has boundless energy. But if the cheetah is out of balance, it can be impatient and competitive. But if you bring the cheetah into balance, you can reconnect to purpose. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So Capricorn, thank you, Spirit Angels. Let's see. All right. Whatever conflict that you might be having at this time, Capricorn, what energy would help you resolve whatever conflict that you're in at this time? And we got the fox. We got the fox. This will help whatever conflict that you're in. Smart, strong partner or mate, and wise teacher. The fox is an enchanting creature with plenty of mystique to go around. Fox personalities are skillful in business and also make great teachers. They are quick to learn and adapt well to new situations. Foxes are ideal life partners as they commit to relationships for the long term, and their natural charisma keeps things exciting. Fox energy helps us stay true to those most dear to us. When this card appears, reconnect to those you love. Foxes don't do well when they slip away. So, when a fox is in balance, it's magical, it's ingenious teacher, and when it's out of balance, it's sneaky, unsure of their identity. So to bring the fox into balance, partnership and connection. Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. So next, what do we have? We have, what will Capricorn encounter in the next 7 days around that time? What will Capricorn encounter? Show me clearly. Show me clearly. Encounter in the next 7 to 10 days. The energy. We got the bear. The bear. Okay. Waking from spiritual slumber and beginning anew. After a long winter, the bear arises from deep slumber. At first, the movement and effort are difficult, but the bear knows it's time to go awaken and move toward the dawning light. The bear card represents an individual on the cusp of new directions and personal transformation. The initial weeks and months of this spiritual quest may feel tricky, cumbersome, and full of obstacles, but you have no choice. Bear, winter wanes, the warmth of spring emerges, and your transformation begins. So when the bear is in balance, you have inner strength and yearning to grow. If the bear is out of balance, it's withdrawal, lethargy, and heaviness. And to bring the bear into balance, You need movement and exercise. All right. Thank you, Spirit. What do we have next, Capricorn? Our last one is, what part of yourself have you missed? And look at there, it just popped right up. What have you forgotten about yourself? Me, the vulture. The vulture always shows up. It's my personal spirit animal. But nothing ever goes to waste. Nothing ever goes to waste. You know, when you look at the vulture spirit, what do? They are the great alchemists. They are the alchemists of they don't they clean up disease off the road. They clean the environment to a healthy environment. Whatever they can digest in their stomachs and process that to bring it to where it's improving the environment. What a beautiful blessing a vulture is, right? And and I tell anybody that knows me and anybody that goes with me anywhere or does anything, don't be surprised that you won't see vultures, because you're always going to see them, and sometimes you're going to see them in massive amounts. But the vultures, it's my spirit. It's one of my spirit animals. So I love the vultures. I got to tell you this story. When I came during one of my spiritual awakenings, and this would have to be about 7 years ago. But I lived at this apartment building, and this apartment building that I lived at, it wasn't a good spot for me to be, but it was what was there at the time that that I needed to be. But I was walking into, it was a small kitchen. I was walking from the living room into the kitchen, and all of a sudden there was just like this dark shadow, darkness. It just, like it got black for a second, and I quickly looked out the window, and it was a vulture that was right by my window, and it landed right in and this is in town. This is a busy city. I mean, it was something that you wouldn't normally see, but that's the experiences that I get from different animal spirits. So, but I went outside. So I went outside, and I just walked up to the tree. It was just sat there and was looking at me, and I just stood there, and I was quiet with the vulture, and yeah. So that's my story about the vulture. Okay, so this is what we have forgotten about ourselves: the vulture. The vulture. So we got guardian and purifier, essential for rebalance. It balances everything out. Okay. The vulture is perhaps the most misunderstood creature of all. Absolutely. This intriguing bird balances our ecosystem and prevents the spread of disease. It does the dirty work that no one else wants to do. It does the dirty work that no one else wants to do. And it cleans up our messes. The vulture appears when there's a situation that needs to be purified and brought back into balance. Remember, the vulture is greatly undervalued. What you thought was a mistake or a tragedy is a blessing in disguise. When the vulture's in balance, it clarifies, it reveals wisdom. When it's out of balance, it's dramatic and aggressive. And to bring the vulture into balance, clean your space, sage. Clean your space. I know myself, if things get cluttered, things get out of whack or whatever, which they have been since I've had surgery. I mean, my house it's hard for me to keep up, you know. But anyways, that energy that it brings this closing in kind of feeling, from, just being messy, out of sorts. So cleanse your space. And Capricorn, I really want to thank you for being here. I truly do. And I'm sending you so much love. So until next time, we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.